So I don't know. I noticed there was some stuff on Twitter this week. I don't know if you wanted to bring any of it up.
Yeah, which stuff? A lot of stuff on Twitter. There's
Well, I
no
saw-
shortage of opinions.
I saw you were tweeting about somebody that I had blocked, and he blocked me. And I
forgot
couldn't-
about this week,
yeah.
man. This is
Yeah.
So this troll
Could be nameless. Yeah, nameless. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. So there was a Theta post, correct?
Attention! I am no frill, and I have killed Bill. I'm Gunnery Sergeant Payne, your senior ZIL instructor. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to, and the first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be sir. Do you maggots understand that? Now, Private, you have bought a fat, lazy mishmash of pixels, a JPEG that emphasizes the peg. But no fear. We will train your Zilla into a hardcore, no-mercy Zillin' machine. So, quit your dilly-dallying and head over to the Theta Zilla Club Discord. You've been drafted for World War Zilla!
This week's episode is brought to you by Nona's Secret Stash of Sauce, the best sauce known to mankind and not available on shelves anywhere. Even when the freezer is full of sauce, there's still no sauce for you. You want some of Nona's sauce? Too bad. Only Nona decides who gets the sauce.
Papa's popping and locking. Magnum scrutinizing. Papa Max Podcast.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 5 of the Poppin' Mags Pinecast. Mags, it's now been 159 days since we've been told we'll be able to stake our Tigons and earn some K-Fuel.
Great. Yeah, let's talk about that in a second. I want to talk to you about Netflix. Can we talk about Netflix right now? I'll let you get back to it, okay?
Interesting.
So,
okay, sure.
I go on the Netflix the other day, and I know I've talked to you on the side about this like a week or so ago about something else. All right, let's just bring everyone up to speed. So, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, Netflix. It's like a big streaming platform.
Shout out. Not a proud sponsor.
But if they want to buy us out, I will.
Oh yeah, step into our office.
Please silence me.
For
the
My
right
silence
price.
can be bought.
Yes, is what I'm getting at. They posted a thing and they said, "Hey, there a warning popped up. My Netflix I buy, it's my brother's, but it's hooked up to my credit card. It's hooked up to his email, and then my buddy
That is convoluted.
And Daryl and his wife have access to it as well. Shout out. And they posted there was like this ominous thing came up and it said like, hey, this is only intended for your household or whatever. So like if you don't have an account, you should get an account. But if you're not the person buying it, it's only intended for the household. I don't know. I was talking with a streaming exec. She said that they think it was just a scare tactic, that they can't enforce it. You have kids going away to school, whatever. Okay. So I was like, okay. So after I got that warning, my little brother, who it's not his either, he got the warning. Daryl and his wife got the warning because I talked to her about that, or she talked to me about that. And I was like, oh yeah, just ignore it and turn it back on and we'll go. And it did. So like, hey, we ignored it. The thing is just like to go even further back with Netflix, not when they were like shipping discs or whatever, but like more recently, I'm sure it can be looked up, but and I haven't looked at anything. I'm just telling you what I know or
buddy Theta.
Or what I recall is basically Netflix was a while ago. They were jacking up the price because they knew people were sharing passwords. In fact, they were encouraging people in their ads to share their passwords with it. Now, all of a sudden, and I don't know if this, has to do with the writer strike or just maybe now their margins are hurting. And they, hey, we got to limit it to the household. Now, I talk about, I think you should leave all the time. The third season just came out, shout out, on May 30th. I don't know if you caught any of them. Some of them are really good.
Right? I have not, no.
Okay.
I feel like through your memes, I have.
Okay, so that came out. Another great season. They're catching on. Some of them take longer to fully grasp. Whatever. So that's out. I'm watching it. Everything's fine. And then I log on to Netflix the other day because I got a Netflix notification on my phone that I think it was season 6 of Black Mirror came out. So that came out like on Wednesday or Thursday or something last week. And I was like, oh, wow. And I got the notification like a couple days before. Are you following? Right? I'm not too.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go in and I get a new screen that looked like similar to the first screen. And this screen said, hey, this account is not linked, is not the household. If it's wrong, then you have to make this your family account. And they also had one for like traveling. I tried to do it, but it will only send the email to my other brother, his account, his email. And so
Right.
he I think he was working late that night or something. So I didn't bother him, and I actually watched on my phone. So I don't know if it thought just my phone was my account. I don't know. So I watched the first episode on my phone. So now going back a little further, and also has something to do with what I'm saying, but not what I'm having to say with what I'm saying. But season 5, whenever that came out, was a complete disaster. They had 3 episodes. Miley Cyrus was in it. It was like a complete like shit show. People like have given up on this show. So,
But not you.
oh, yeah, I'll watch anything twice. You know that. So I watched the first episode on my phone, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like it was, the first one was called Jonah's Awful, fantastic, and I was like, "Holy shit!" It just had me thinking. I was like, "Oh wow, they got their shit back together." And this season's like a full season, like 6 episodes, right? Isn't that funny how a full season nowadays is like 6 episodes?
That seems short. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, so that was good.
Wait. Pause. So this is episode 5. Does that mean we can kill this season after next week?
We could do whatever we want. I mean, the ratings are awful. I mean, I'm talking our ratings. You know, the ones we can see.
Okay.
It's just we went off a cliff with everything. I don't know. You know, people can't stand us. People hate us. We bore people. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You name it. You know, it's rough being Papa Mags right now. This is not the place you want to be. It's this bear market's a real thing. Maybe we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so shit, man. I watched the second episode today. Holy shit. I thought I knew where it was going, and it was going kind of where I thought it was going, and then it just upped the ante a little bit after that, and it's like I gotta take a break. The twists and turns of that second episode, or the revelations, I think they call them. Okay, so back to what I'm bringing up. You know, just like Theta Drop, like, hey, I'll tell you when Netflix, I'll tell you when you did good, I'll tell you when you did bad. But yeah, so I think you should leave. Third season came out, but the classic line that I say a lot is, you can't, you know, from the Ghost episode, the haunted house episode,
right? Yeah,
the bar, the haunted house. Rob knows what I'm talking about, but or Aqua, but the actual haunted house one, right? You know that episode,
the night show, the what? The night tour, the after dark tour.
Right. It's not. It's the adult tour. It's not for kids, right? So in that episode, which is a Netflix joint or production, right? They said, hey, it's the adult show. It's after 10 o'clock. You can swear and you can drink, you know? So the one guy is a little overzealous and swearing. It comes out. He gets pulled aside by the tour guy and is saying like, hey, could you stop it with the cursing? And he goes, it's the adult show. It's not for kids. And he goes, yeah, but you're ruining everyone's night. And he goes, you can't change the rules just because you don't like how I'm doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And so I guess it's super meta then of Netflix to have a show that I think is doing gangbusters for them. The memes alone out there that you see me sharing all the time. So Netflix makes this thing, and it said, and they basically say that, you know, you can't change the rules just because you don't like how I'm doing it. They're the ones that encourage the password sharing. So they helped create the problem, and they got hurt. And instead of acknowledging that, it's my fault for sharing passwords, and that's not allowed. Like, you get to change the rules now? Is that how this works? Popper, what's your opinion on this?
Yeah, I mean, once you set the rules out, and especially if you encourage a behavior, it seems kind of odd to then, um, you
Take the
know,
high road, like
and put consequences on that behavior.
right.
Yeah, I mean honestly, it was stupid in the first place for them to promote password sharing. I'm not sure what advantage that has.
Well, because they
Um,
were raising the price though too. Also, so like,
okay, so I mean, then, but
so
you
it was
can
kind of like,
say,
hey, we know. It was kind of like, hey, we know you guys are sharing passwords. We're raising the price a little bit, and it was fine.
yeah, so why not say, okay, we're going to limit this to four logins or whatever. You know what I mean? Like put a limit on it, but you put a carte blanche, like share your password, then share your password.
Right, and now you don't like it, and it's that's it.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
So all I'm saying is that's a bunch of bullshit, and I don't know. Buddy Theta, help me out. I'm sure you will. So, or maybe
I'm not sure he'll help you, but yeah, we'll hear from him.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right,
Yeah. All right.
so let's get back to it here, because I wasn't quite done with our reverse countdowns.
I don't think you got started. Did
Well,
you?
no, we got the Tygon one in K fuel.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
continue to monitor that situation.
We got to get our fun engineers to get that up on the site still. But,
Yeah, and
yeah.
while they're at it, you had mentioned either last week or the week before that we should be taking a look at Imagine Replay
Mm-hmm.
and some possible overdue accomplishments that they had set out for
Do you have any receipts?
I have some receipts. I do.
Oh.
So there was a post made, and in that post from last year, it happened to mention that by Q3 of 2022, they would be airdropping tokens to community members. Have you got those?
Airdrop and token? No.
I haven't got those either.
I have a thing that says I have tokens, but
those
I don't
are
have
not tokens, though.
Right.
Those aren't really tokens.
Correct. Right.
So it's been 262 days since Q3 of 2022 has ended. So we'll give them, we'll say September 30th as the end of Q2. So we're going to go with 262 days since we were told we'd get airdropped our play.
Right.
But it gets better, or as they say, but wait,
there's more.
There's more.
Oh wow.
So they mentioned a decentralized exchange for Q4 of 2022.
Ambitious.
That's 178 days in arrears. And they mentioned staking for Q4 of 2022. That also happens to be 178 days in arrears. So we got 4 things on our radar right now with the reverse countdowns. 159 for K-Fuel staking, 178 for our play staking, 178 for our play on a decentralized exchange, and 262 for the airdrop of tokens for community members. I'm sure there's more out there. We'll continue to investigate further, but for now, we will be tracking these until these promises come to fruition.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad you produced them. I told you. I and you probably kind of remembered too, or whatever. But I was like,
yeah,
I could have sworn they said we were going to be able to stake them, and because they had the levels,
definitely.
Right? So
listen, we're all about holding people accountable, right?
Well, yeah, and also yes, we are 100% agree. Just to add to that, so like they had the different levels, and the highest level was 100,000 coins or more, right?
Correct. Plus 3 NFTs or 4 NFTs. Yeah.
Right. So why this is bullshit? I'm gonna say it, or why this is bullshit is because you're allowing. I've been over 100,000 for a long time, right? You know that.
Baller.
So now you're allowing other people to get up to to where I am.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, look, and that goes with like crypto projects. Like, you need to be honest with the community when there is changes, or if you can't deliver or something. But changing the how it's changing once again, changing the rules. You can't change the rules just because
Yeah.
So they're changing the rules,
They changed the rules.
and they're letting other people get up to me, which is theoretically taking more our play from me, right? Or
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
So, because I can't, I could have earned a bunch by then, right? And then now I can't, and now they're gonna be creeping up to get to my status and Swampy status, maybe.
Well, I don't know about Swampy status.
Tygon King, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the point is you could have been staking at the highest levels for 178 days.
And we started from the very beginning with them, and we were telling the 10s and 10s back when we were 1s and 1s.
We got at least 5 or 6 people involved.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we'll be keeping track of that, and if anybody has a hot tip on a reverse countdown that needs to happen, just let us know, and we got a web page dedicated to them
that we need to update.
Well, we need to get our intern.
We might have to do a countdown on us not putting the countdowns up.
Yeah, good. We'll start that next week if we have to.
Oh, fuck. All right.
So how about Pines? Little bit of action this week in Pines.
The market's rough, man. Not going to sugarcoat it.
The market is rough. Is right. I saw legitimate sales this week that if you told me this like December of 2021, I would have said there's no way.
Right.
$52 for a floor. 52. Wow. $76 for a Theta hat with one of those
the duck shirt?
Yes.
Yeah, and a katana, green katana.
And a green katana. Yep.
Well, I know the guy who he posted that. Yeah, I saw that. It was MVP Curry?
Oh, was that who? Oh, nice.
I think it was.
Solid pickup, dude. I mean,
is he a friend of the Pinecast? He should be.
I hope so. Yeah, I'm a friend of his, so I follow him on Twitter.
Okay, so do I.
I mean, heck of a time right now to wake up to some of these projects and come into NFTs. That's a different story.
Right.
But dude, gold claws. Did you see how much the gold claws sold for?
No.
$148.
Wow.
For a pair of gold claws. I mean, he was kind of ugly, but he had gold claws.
Right. It spends the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a pine can. Your favorite.
I saw that go.
$461.
Yeah.
That guy held on to it in T-Fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he held on to it.
I've checked that account a couple times. I mean, I would be notified over the ThetaZilla Discord shout out.
Yes.
Because I get those updates when pine cans are opened. So I know that has, occasionally there'd be downtime, but nobody's opening pine cans. so yeah, that's.
I mean, who's gonna?
I mean, when you can buy banana cans for $200,
he could have got 2 bananas.
Yeah. So, and I mean, in the floor with the pine. So, I mean, it's I guess smart if you're gonna keep it sealed, or the Trump's in there, the Trump pine, or like a customs in there, which you don't. But.
Right, you have no idea, and if this thing does turn around, $460 for a pine can could be a great buy for sure.
Yep.
There's obviously still some of our friends that are not completely asleep on pines, and this week we got a notification from Aragorn, shout out.
Yeah.
And he was like, somebody's selling a custom for $1,500 and
cash.
Basically $1,500 cash. So, I mean, I went, and pretty much by the time I got on there and looked, somebody bought it.
Really?
Somebody bought it.
Were you interested at that level?
I mean, it's a nice pine. We're talking about cram pine.
Yep.
Which, it's a really nice pine, but man, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to pass up for that for sure. But I didn't have to make a decision because somebody else already had, and I believe that might have been you.
Damn. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was me. Aragorn, who 100% gets the blame for all this.
Oh yeah.
So I was at work, minding my own business. I checked to see what's going on, and I haven't checked pines in a while. I used to check them like, we all used to check them a lot more recent, like multiple times in an hour, right?
Yeah, even during the Pinecast.
Right, catch. But yeah, so like maybe like once a day, maybe now, maybe once a day, just to see what the market's going on. And I looked, and I was tracking like everything that was on there. I was like, oh, okay. Then like I swear 10, 15 minutes later, Aragorn sends a message to our group and was like, oh man, it's a sad day. They go, there's a custom for 1,500 and nobody's buying it. And I'm like, I just checked. I didn't see any custom listed for that amount. And then I looked at it and I saw a cash option, because that's a lot of T-fuel still.
Yeah.
And my justification was I bought a lot of cans over that price.
That's a fact.
And in Floor City, and I was like, wow, I can get a custom for less than I got cans for, where I got floors. So yeah, the market's down. I wasn't expecting. I wish Aragorn just bought them. I wish Chief NEC was up on his shit, because he found out about it late and he would have took that. So a lot of people to blame. Some people have said Magnum hero. They're not wrong,
Yes, they're not wrong.
I saw it and I was like, I had to do it. We're in bananas. I like the bananas. I love the pines, So
yeah. So I mean, with all this, it seems to be a lot of like negative Nancy commenting going around, and obviously everything doesn't look great with the market and all, and the market on pines. But with a power move like that, I'm supposing that means that you're still pretty bullish here about pineapples.
Yeah, I mean, I think our numbers are dwindling, but I think we're strong, and what do they say? The brave rewards the bold. No, the
fortune favors the bold.
That one, yes, fortune favors the bold.
Well, that was bold, so you will be fortunate.
It was also stupid and smart at the same time, I think.
Which is a quality you really have taken hold of here.
So yeah, but some cheap ones going by,
Yeah, for sure. Cheap everywhere though, for the most part.
But I will say too, if you're long-term bullish on, so like at these levels, I mean, shit, I don't know how much it would be to get. I swore I didn't swear, but I should have sworn never to talk about this again. T-drop, you ever hear that thing?
Yeah.
It's probably like, I know there was like a crazy spike the other night. I don't know if you saw that, like 50%.
I did. Yeah.
So T-drop.
Never seen a coin do that before.
It's been a while. We'll say that. But so anyways, it's got to be like, I'm not going to do the math. Somebody will do the math. What would it cost to get the bronze status on that? It's got to be low.
Yeah, low.
So the point being is, I guess this is the point where if you're selling at a loss, one, you have a loss, which could be good for you, and you could net, like if you bought on cash or T-fuel, like if you bought T-fuel, the can, and then you sold the can, you're going to be getting way more T-fuel.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if you're long-term bullish, it's not a bad play either. Not financial.
No, not at all. Yeah.
But
absolutely not.
I mean, from like back when I was hitting it hard, it was like between 19 and 21 cents, I think, T-fuel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
So now it's not as like that.
Yeah.
Well, can I just say, moving on from pines, but like also interestingly enough, I don't know, is the sales of Zillas, man, they keep going nuts though.
Yeah.
Zillas?
Yeah. I mean, like we said, everything's down. Numbers are down. Our views and listens are down.
Oh, big time.
Twitter activity is down.
Our listens and downloads are so low that Popper's going to have to start listening to the episodes again.
On more than one device. Yeah, so down to everywhere, and then all of a sudden, bang! Here comes WWZ, Theta Club Discord. Those numbers aren't going down. Those
No.
numbers are going up. 42 participants in a brawl the other night. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you notice how long that took?
No. How long did it take?
I didn't notice. It was an actual question. I was curious. But we got our resident Vegas handicapper, El Swampo, and he's handicapping all these things of when is the first kill going to happen, which turn, how long time wise is this thing going to last, how many turns is it going to last, and then just like handicapping people's chances of winning. So I think there's like a real future here for like an actual kind of like wagering model on these things just for fun. But I'm thinking that match had to have gone over an hour.
Wow.
But and you got half the people that were in it. Well, basically until you get kicked out, you're memeing away, and then if you got a vested interest in some other people getting kicked out, you're memeing at them the rest of the time too. But
I enjoy when you die because
I'm sure you do.
For many reasons, everyone would. I mean, like you're like the crowd favorite to.
I know it's ridiculous. Like, how am I the heel? Seriously.
Well, I think rightfully so. You should be.
Well, yeah, you would think that, but why? Like, what have I done besides dominate that thing?
I think your bravas. I think it's a little too forward. Yeah, and everyone just wants to see you get wrecked.
So you guys just need diapers then? Is that what it is?
I saw you just missed the placing. You just missed out earlier today.
I think I had 2 4th placers in a row, so I was the cameraman.
Not bad though for overall rankings to get 4th.
No, I'll take it. But yeah, you want the podium.
You want the podium.
Yeah.
It goes like this usually. You want first place, but if you can't get first place, you want on the podium, but usually you want second place. But if you can't get second place, you want third place.
Yeah.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, you want as high as you can get, but it's not as bad, but it's like a poker tournament, right? The cutoff.
Yeah.
So you get to like the next person out doesn't get in the money, and that's 4th place in this, right? Because only first, second, and third get their picture taken on the podium.
Oh, speaking of poker, did you see Brian Macer, friend of the Pinecast, posted? He's got 3 different redeemable chips. I don't know.
I did see that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
He must like poker.
He does like poker because, actually, fun fact, I don't know if you remember listening to this, but ThetaCon 22 was in Fort Lauderdale in the beginning of December on a whim that there was going to be a WPT event close by the following weekend.
I do recall that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a fun fact.
It was a good plan. But
it didn't work out. But
didn't work on. But I'm looking forward to this Austin and the serial killer. Like this has all sorts of potential. I mean, maybe should I retract that? But I mean, okay, if you're a guy, you might have some trouble. There's a chance you might be. If there's a girl here at ThetaCon 2023, you might
which
be.
Which is unlikely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, no, we got quite a group over there. The meme supreme. The other day, so I came in 4th, and I led the league for the game with 6 kills, and I happened to miss the unfolding of the event, and I come on, and as soon as I get killed, here's Swampy with "Law Dog don't come around here no more."
I love that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, and if anyone's like, "Hey, I want to get involved in this WWZ, see what it's all about," it's pretty fun, and you don't have to do anything. It's just
you train
it's all
your
randomly
Zilla and, yeah,
Right. There's different factors. It's all chance. I mean, there's different educated things you could do.
There's different assets that can be acquired on Zillas that are more beneficial, but it's still luck of the draw.
It's
So
right.
it's a little bit of skill with a little bit of luck. It's nice.
Right. Yeah. Reach out to Theta Zilla, reach out to me, Magnum, Popper, freaking Mac, make him work. Anyone, but the more the merrier. Dude, how cool would it be to see 100? Like
that'd be great. Yeah. I wouldn't ask Swampy. He barely knows anything.
How long that would be? That'd be a while.
No, just asking him for help. Not something I'd do.
Swampy is the villain of season 2. I don't know how long this.
Well, no, he's trying to Oh yeah, for us. Yeah.
For us. No, for you.
For me. Well, you just said for us too.
Well, so. I was as something you would say. Me and Swampy are good.
Of course you are.
We have a lot to say about the Law Dog.
Law Dog don't come around here no more. You know what that's from?
A movie?
Yeah.
Bang. Yeah. Is
Which
it Tombstone?
One? Yeah.
Everything's Tombstone. Come on.
Yeah, but I don't think you've ever seen Tombstone.
It didn't stick out. It's not a Val Kilmer stick out. Catch.
Dude, it's one of his best. Guaranteed, it's one of his best.
Real genius. And I posted this.
I saw that you posted that, but man.
Right. Someone was saying, they said, name the best Val Kilmer movie ever, but you can't list Batman Forever, which is like, it's not the George Clooney bad, but it's up there for bad.
Yeah.
Which I think is just being a joke, I guess. But yeah, so Catch posted the banana, right?
Yeah.
And
was it Catch or Toodiel? I know Toodiel's in love with that one.
They might have both done it. I don't know. I think I saw it twice. Could have been both. I'm sure I'll be fact checked. I'm sure I'll be wrong. But then I was like, wait a second, real genius, man. We talked about this when the Tigons were on. That's that to me is the greatest. You blow up a house with popcorn. That's pretty unforgettable, right? With a laser.
Yeah.
So
Tombstone's better.
Okay. Well, you know what? You know what I would like on my tombstone?
Pepperoni
and cheese.
Yeah.
Tombstone pizza Pierre. Anyone remember that one? I always like that one. Sometimes I switch up and they say cheese and pepperoni. But the real OGs no pepperoni and cheese. But whatever.
Oh man.
And we will be right back.
This week's episode is brought to you by Dr. Theta's Community Guardian Node. Theta's premier community guardian node where you can stake your Theta if you don't run your own guardian node. Best of all, 100% uptime so you do not miss any rewards and 0 fees so you earn 100% of your T-Fuel. Trusted by Theta Labs, you can easily stake directly within your wallet. Simply go to the Staking tab, choose Delegated Guardian Node, and find Dr. Theta's Guardian Node. Quick, simple, reliable, and best of all safe as the coins never leave your wallet. Stake with the doc today. This week's episode is brought to you by GuardiansOfTheta.com, offering 0% one-click Theta Guardian staking with random monthly token giveaways. Guardians also airdropped everyone staking with him an NFT that you're able to stake and earn T-Vibe. 100% uptime, 0 fees, random giveaways, what's not to love? Stop paying 4% and come join the fam with Guardians of Theta.
Papa Max Podcast.
Back on track. Let's get back on track.
So we gave the little K-Fuel countdown for Tigons earlier.
Oh shit, we're still on countdowns. Sorry.
No, we're not. But okay. I happened to notice that they posted a couple of challenges this weekend in their Discord. Did you happen to see those?
I did. I absolutely did.
Do you qualify for either of them?
No.
Yeah, me either.
Dude, okay. So like I've had more, but so for example, not Tigons, but like the Theta Dragons, they had these challenges, dude, and I have an extensive collection I
Yes,
think.
the nice one too.
And I've never qualified for one of those badges.
Nor did
And
I.
never once. And I think we tried between both of our accounts to try to get one, and we were short every time. I think is what happened was. So Tygons came. I looked at that. I took pictures, and there was 2 of them, right? And I took a picture, and I just kept scrolling between my account on Theta Rarity to look at my
exactly.
Tygons.
Yep.
And what it said, because I couldn't remember it all. I'm such a scatterbrain. And no, not even close. So you? Any luck? Qualifying?
No, I looked at it and I read it quick and I saw like all the traits and I was like, wow, that's pretty. And it's like, oh, if you get it in 2, you get 5 points. It's not.
Yeah.
So then I reached out to Swampy. I was like, so does that mean that we need all of these traits, or is it like if you have any of these traits, you qualify for the spin? And he's like, no, you need them all. It's like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty extensive list. Like, I did similar to what you did. I had 2 screens going and just pulled up Theta Rarity. And I was like, oh, I got that one. All right, here we go. Don't got that one. So, I mean, I think I made it to the second trait on both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So, hey, good luck to any. I saw that there was a bunch of people that did submit to both of them. And it seemed like they had some really cool stuff to give out. I think they said including 4 Tygons, giving out T-Fuel, T-Drop, like all sorts of stuff. So good luck to everybody that has those. I mean, if you're in that, you deserve to be in that.
But no K-Fuel.
Oh, ouch.
No, I'm always mad I don't qualify for all this stuff, I never qualify.
No, well, hey, speaking of qualifying for challenges, I did qualify for the Pug challenge this week, the Xenomorph Pug. Did you see that?
Do you know what a
Xenomorph is?
I think it's French.
So earlier, I forget when, but he had an Apex Pug, and the Apex Pug was like a predator.
Oh, okay.
So now, who do you think the Xenomorph is?
Alien.
Yeah,
V.
Alien V Predator. Yeah.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. They're real cool. I was able to collect on that.
What was the can I ask what the qualifications for that? I mean, I just because I'm always curious on what the qualifications are.
You needed, and I believe it was you needed the Apex. You needed one of the seals, the seal of strength, maybe. I can't remember exactly I can't remember which seal it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was either, I believe, the robot or the Martian.
Okay.
Pug. So you needed 2 pugs and a seal.
Okay. Cool.
But they were rare because there was only like 33 of the Apex pugs to start with.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so but that was a cool pug. So I had to shout out to HGH.
Shout out HGH, yeah.
He actually tweeted out, it looks like he's getting ready.
Is he a friend of the Pinecast?
I think he is, yes. I know he's got a lot going on.
Sure about that?
I spoke to him at ThetaCon. I gave him the open invite to come on. He's got his own platform on Theta TV, and he was very active with that for a while. I'm not sure if he's been as active lately, but I think he's doing a lot of stuff. Like, it seems like there's a lot going on. And he had a tweet this week, and it was basically like, when he was a kid, he did a lot of gaming. It was therapeutic for him. And he said to his parents that, someday I want to build a game. I want to make a game. And that's what he's doing in the sandbox right now. So it seems like he's holding himself accountable to what he said as a kid. And on that note,
we're gonna have to put him on the clock.
No,
from when he was a kid.
No, but I think, if we're doing that, I got to be on the clock because, dude, I told my parents, I told anyone that would listen, I'm going to play for the Yankees when I grow up. So I guess I haven't fully grown up yet. So maybe there's still a chance, but I think.
You meant the AC Yankees, and it's not your fault they're gone.
I would have taken that too, for sure. I'm gonna have to change my kids' team name to the Yankees and take an at bat here somewhere just to fulfill that. But
Strike them
yeah.
out.
It's dude. So I joined the board for the Little League here. It was the year that I started with my son in T-ball, and I was the only one from T-ball to come in and join the board. And I go on there, and I had met one of the guys on the board previously because he was like helping to get things set up for me. And he's like, "Oh, welcome." He's like, and he introduces me to everybody else, and he's like, this is Popper, and he did T-ball this year, and one of the guys that's like, I'm good friends with him now. He just turns and he's like, yeah, and he totally dominated, dominated T-ball, yeah. But yeah, so that was funny. Speaking of dominating, I heard through the grapevine that you and a friend of the Pinecast dominated some boneless chicken wings this week.
That was this week, wasn't it? Yes,
it was.
I dominated some boneless chicken wings. Correct. The General Dole, he stopped by and continued the tradition. I picked him up at the airport, and he took me out to lunch, and we went to that avian themed restaurant again.
Very classy place.
Very classy. He tried to order a Miller Lite, and they didn't have any. And then he was a little mad, but he was fake mad. But then he was a little mad, and then he went to like a diet soda after that. Isn't that a little weird?
That's a big difference.
Yeah, I thought he would have been like, give me something else.
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
I mean, maybe he was upset that the other one got canceled, Bud Light, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what in the world, there's no Miller Lite. Give me a diet. Do you have diet soda? So
the question everyone wants to know is, we have a Vegas line here on this. And are we talking over, under 18 and a half $100 bills in Dole's pocket for this meetup?
Over, under how many?
18 and a half $100 bills.
His wife doesn't listen to this. I think he had over.
Ooh.
He had a couple different pockets and of it, and also too, somebody owed him some money, and someone owed him some money. I think they owed him like $100 or $200, and the guy gave them all ones.
That's classic. Separate. That's a classic you move right there.
Yeah, you could have that or the Bitcoin. No, I want cash.
Yeah, and then instead I got quarters and nickels and dimes.
No, you wouldn't take that. You threw a hissy fit about that.
Well, I didn't want to carry home 400 pounds of change.
It's what the kids call 25 cents.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That's what the kids call 60 cents in dimes.
And I didn't I watched that Kev karate video. It was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was the first time you saw it?
Yes. If I saw it before, I don't remember it.
Yeah, the only thing annoying about it is whoever's in the background. Oh my God, he's doing it. He's doing it. And I think I know who it was, but just like, man, I wish I could take that out of it.
I'm not taking it out of it, but
yeah,
I got my plate full as it is. So I can only edit so much,
Yeah, for sure. So we did have some banana stuff come out this week. I saw Gandalf for the first time for Disturbance. What a nice banana that was. We are recording this Sunday night, and it looks like El Chifo over there just ripped open Dark Viking at some point today.
Yeah.
So now,
recently,
if I'm not mistaken, is that the doble on Dark Viking, pine and banana?
Correct. A lot of people, some say hitting for the cycle is tough to do. I think having two of two
the double
Dark Vikings, it's I mean, the odds got to be
And the Darth Vader.
and double Darth Vader. Oh, yeah. What are the odds?
They're slim.
They are extremely slim. And he also has floor pines and floor bananas too.
Yes.
You got to keep
As
them
do
humble.
we all. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We all have our fair share of those
Yeah.
rascals.
Although I'll be honest with you, man, like there's a couple bananas I have that I'm not a huge fan of, but I think there's a lot more pines that I have that I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah, I know. I know we talked about the peel effect seems like delayed. Well, I mean, it was supposed to be this week, right?
Right. Yeah. We'll get the clock out if we have to.
If we have to. So I don't know how that could change something, but the army torso, right? It's kind of bland. I know you're not a fan of it.
I know.
URP. I was dying today. And I think he was talking to Mac, and he said something like, he said the army torso is the new pink shirt, or the pink shirt. The army torso is the new pink shirt. Yeah, that's what he said. Which, the pines, the pink shirt, very common. I don't know if it's the most common, but it's very bland. The pink shirt. I mean, they can't all have the best stuff, but I don't know if something else can happen. It looks like I get this like 50s army vibe from them, or even
for
like
sure. Like you said before,
Vietnam.
It was like, when Captain America went back, like in time.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe the peel effect's gonna be something else with that. But
we'll see for sure. Like you said, peel effect was supposed to be this week. So this week isn't. I don't know if it's technically over or not, because it was a week ago. It was like a week ago, a couple hours ago, that we got to start revealing these things. So I don't think it's soon enough to put them on the clock. But if we have to, we will. That's what we do.
Transparency.
Non-discriminatory.
Right. And I mean, we have a high bar of excellence.
If you haven't noticed.
Which you wouldn't know from our ratings.
So now I also noticed that Darth Vader is now holding a pineapple, which was interesting. So that, I think that's like probably a sneak preview at what some of these gadgets are going to look like. So that's kind of cool.
Right. I have a feeling it's a custom, and also too, like the banana, or the pineapple, right, has a banana sticker on the helmet.
Yeah.
And he's holding a banana. And so this one, he's holding a pineapple, and there is there's like a pineapple skull, I want to say, on his helmet.
Yeah.
Kind of like a callback.
Yeah. Very cool for sure.
I like it with the pineapple.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And we didn't get the peel effect in full, but we did get a preview of the peel effect. And I don't know if you saw Charizard's peel effect. Dude, that thing is ridiculous.
That's scary, bro.
I mean, I was a huge fan of that one. Huge. That was insane.
Little scary and demonic almost. Kind of.
Well, it was like I think just the way that he does it, like, makes it a little bit crazy. But it did. I mean,
think those teeth are there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, I mean, it certainly had a big change for sure. And it looked like a dragon fruit, like the body. You notice that?
No.
Was it like
I know there was another.
I'm gonna get fact checked.
There's another banana that was previewed before they even came out. That I think he had. Did he have an iPad? No, but he had a dragon sword, and he was dragon fruit. So like how there's that.
Oh, okay.
There's a pineapple. There's a pineapple, right? That's like half pine, or excuse me. There's a banana that's like half banana, half pine. Technically, I guess I'm right.
Banana split.
It's like the banana shape, but it has like it looks like the texture. I can't describe the texture, the
Yeah.
topography, if you would, of a pineapple.
Okay, maybe that's what
so-
it was on chart. Yeah.
So there was one that I saw when I think it was the peel effect, because the sword also had like a live dragon on it. That one, I don't know if you remember
Nice.
that one.
I
It
do
looked-
not.
Yeah, really cool. So yeah, and
Yeah,
I
so-
liked the Vader one too, with the
Did-
helmet off.
Okay, so
I enjoyed that.
I mean, I liked the Vader one. I did not like it nearly as much, just because it was only Vader's helmet that came off. Right? I think with most of these, I'm assuming it's going to be an entire body process. The rest of Vader stayed the same. It was just his head, right?
Mhm.
So for that reason, I didn't appreciate the peel as much on Vader as I did on Char, because Char's was a full body effect.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was like a callback to Return of the Jedi. You know, when he saw
Yeah.
his, Anakin's face, his dad's face in there, and shout out Father's Day, Anakin and Luke. You know, they
Yeah.
they had a tale. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm
so
not sure you got a Father's Day card from Luke, but yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But so I like that. I mean, doesn't need, you don't always need crazy stuff, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. It just, after you see Char, it's like, oh, that one's just doing the face. So not that there's anything wrong with it, but you know, you started with, you might have started with possibly the best peel effect.
Oh,
Just-
you understand it's all downhill from here, maybe?
I don't know. We'll have to see. But I mean, Char's
Well-
is going to be tough to top.
You know, Rare listens to this, so
Yeah.
we'll see. I
Challenge.
if anything's better than that, then
Yeah.
there's
There's no way, Rare. There's no way Poppers can be better than Char's.
it seems like he has fun playing with yours.
Yeah.
your
No.
Popper
Well, I think
banana.
I think he used it to mess around with some gadgets for sure. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing those.
Yeah, get out the imperfections on you. I like it.
Well, yeah, that's fine. You know,
Yeah.
first draft. It's all
Test
good.
dummy.
All right, so I just wanted to give a shout out here to Symbies. You know, still kind of in the beta mode. I think that there's another round of beta that's going to be starting soon. But out of the blue, you got the community members coming together and starting a custom poll contest again this week. We had one that we spoke of last time that basically ended with me trading away a custom unknowingly.
Right.
So that burned a little bit.
From the pile you didn't really want to touch.
Correct.
Right. But you let them pick. You let him
Yes,
pick. Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I did. So yeah, so they approached some of the guys and me and a few of the others, Steamboat, Hey Mom, Hakuna Matata, I think there was a few others, and I'm sorry if I missed you. Utis maybe threw in NFTs and said basically the next person to open up a custom gets this bunch. It included 3 RS2s, so those guns, 2 Fuse Guardians, a Collision Prime, a T-Verse token, which was from Roberto Thetaver. What's it? Roberto.
Roberto.
A Collision, and one of the Verities Thetacon NFTs. And Ivory said he was throwing in something physical. So I don't know if that was like a...
Let's get physical.
Yeah.
Physical.
Yeah, exactly. So dude, right away, a couple of the bigger guys in there went out and bought cans. Somebody bought 2 of them, and guess what happened?
Custom.
They got stuck, dude. They got stuck. They wouldn't transfer immediately.
Okay.
And meanwhile, these things are stuck transferring. Somebody else buys one and rips open a custom.
After
Dude.
Oh.
So I mean,
Rough.
how brutal is that? Like,
did they
this
open
just
them up, or
can't
did they
happen.
hold on to them then?
I believe he opened them, and it wasn't a
After-
custom.
But
But
did he already
that's
know the
besides the point.
custom was minted?
He had to have, yeah.
Well, the
I'm
only
assuming.
reason I say that it's like this is the second time there's been a custom contest. I might just save
Yeah.
it for the third time, right?
Yeah. No, he could have. I mean, I don't know how many more of these things there's going to be because once the earning season starts, I mean, it'd be kind of silly to have one of these unopened chambers for
Well,
sure.
I mean, yeah, but there was unopened vaults, and
Yeah,
you can't get
yeah.
VROAs from them now. So
We all know that there's some silly people out there doing some silly things, so there will continue to be that. Yeah.
okay, sure, yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was ridiculous, and it's just like, dude, like how I guess I don't understand like what is going on that this happens. You know, this isn't the first time it's happened. It's happened to me. I don't know if it's happened to you, but it's
Yep.
happened to plenty of people where it's like you buy an NFT or you sell an NFT, and all of a sudden it's not in your account. You don't know what happened to it, and it's just stuck in transfer and up to a couple days. It happened to NFT Theta Purveyor
Mm.
during one of the last ones. It's like, you know, and it took like five. No, I made a trade with NFT Theta Purveyor, and it took like 3 or 4 days for the last part of it to go through and clear. It's like, what in the world? Like, what's going on over there?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so that's all I had on Symbies, but I was on, I noticed that West 2 had Theta Diamond, form FKA, Theta Diamond,
Okay.
Mark Plant on, and they were going back and forth, and we had about mostly about Mark's new project, the Astro Builders, I believe it's called.
Hmm.
And at the end, they did a nice rousing game of marbles where each of them gave away 2 NFTs, and your boy here won an unexplained
You?
phenomenon. Yep. So now I am officially in the unexplained phenomena outlier group with you.
Fuck, man. That's why you asked me what groups I was in.
That is exactly why.
Ah.
Yeah, no, he gave me option. He's like, "Oh, you can have that, or I can make you a custom banner." And Mac was in stream. Sorry, I can't do this to Mac. Swampy was in stream, and he's like, "Dude," he's like, Magnum's in this group. You should totally get this one and just blow his space up." So of course I just took the. I was like, "Yeah, I don't have that one. I'll take that one." But that was fun.
Yeah. You know, I don't like sometimes the NFT giveaways are kind of fun. They're incentives, but
Yeah.
being a figure like me, I feel I get the wrath from some people when I do win, which like never happens, but it has happened, and I got a lot of shit for it. um, and also, side note, I could have held on to my Jacko Zillow, that
Yes.
Theta York one, friend of the Pinecast,
Yeah.
and the prices of Tigons went down and the Zillows went up. So not my smartest decision.
Yeah.
Also, he killed me. My own former
Are you
Jacko
kidding
Zilla
me?
killed me. Oh yeah,
Oh, I
I'm not
missed that.
kidding.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that was
That's
kind of
amazing.
embarrassing. That's
That's
like
amazing.
insult to injury, I think is what they say, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. That's ouch.
Yeah.
That's ouch.
Ouchville population me, bro.
Yeah. So I don't know. I noticed there was some stuff on Twitter this week. I don't know if you wanted to bring any of it up.
Yeah, which stuff? A lot of stuff on Twitter. There's
Well, I
no
saw.
shortage of opinions.
I saw you were tweeting about somebody that I had blocked, and he blocked me, and I
forgot
couldn't.
about this week,
Yeah.
man. This is
Yeah.
So this troll
To be
and
nameless. Yeah, nameless. Yeah.
okay, let's get into it. So this there was a Theta post, correct?
Yeah, it was the Theta and Sony post.
Right. So, and they've been working with Sony for 6 years. I guess Sony was an early seed investor for Theta, and they highlighted some things they've done with it, and they finished with mentioning what was that drop called?
A movable feast.
Sony, like a lot of corporations, and not even like governments like this too. Like both my brothers work at the DMV, but one works in the I just learned this tonight. One works in the drive-in school division or unit, and then the other one works in the tinted windows pharmaceutical. Like if you have a prescription, you can get a tinted window or something like that. I don't know.
What?
That's what the other brother was saying. So there's like different, because my aunt's asking, hey, if I sold a car, do I get my registration? My brother's like, you got to talk to the registration department. I don't handle that. That's like,
yeah, I don't handle that. Exactly.
But so like Sony, I guess the point being, Sony, like a lot of other places, it's not just, they have like different units and divisions or whatever that do different things. A lot of big companies are like that too. You know this, right? I'm not saying anything that's
huge.
not
Yeah, they're so huge that they have different decision makers that are all over the place that don't know what the other decision makers are doing.
If you make microwaves and you make washing machines, they're probably in two separate divisions. Maybe the washing machine division and the microwave division, right?
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. So different divisions. So Sony, they're for Movable Feast, India. I don't have the gentleman's name, so I don't follow. But they were talking about Movable Feast, and he's like, "Oh, the big point is that." Correct me, Popper. He's something like the big point is that they've been working for. They did some drop with someone that nobody knows anything about.
Right.
Something like that.
Effectively.
But
he said it. He probably said it in like a way that was way more dumb than you said it.
Which is tough to imagine if you're still with us listening.
Yeah. Yes.
So
but I give you credit.
Thank you. So, anyways, like you pull him up, the artist, and he has
1,500 followers.
Huh?
1,500?
No, he had like
2,500
on Twitter. I think he had like 48.5 million
followers. Nobody knows him.
And the Instagram, as the kids call it, I think it was like 35 million or something. I'm not looking at the numbers.
One of them was 65 million, I thought.
Okay, so I'm not disputing that. So to say that nobody's ever fucking heard of the person, and this Bollywood guy, nobody's ever heard of him. Well, that's the point. The people in fucking India have heard of him. He's got India's the second largest population in the world, right behind China. Check it out. I feel confident on this one.
I think it's really close, though, to be honest with you.
But yeah, saying that is just so stupid. And then I want to get this out maybe next time. And do you still have those screenshots from that term that was used? Because this other guy came in and defended him, but I think it's the same guy.
Oh, yeah. I might. I'm not sure.
Because I think the people need to know that this is the same guy. And friend of the Pinecast, we won't name him, but a friend of the Pinecast a while ago, right? He got with you and shared these. Some guy had this stupid. He was slamming pines, and he had this stupid term that I've never heard used.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And friend of the Pinecast just did a search for that.
And it was
for that term. Only two people have ever used it. Those two.
Yep.
So ipso facto, it's the same person.
You've got some splaining to do. Yeah.
Because they're always backing each other up, and now you're using similar terminology, like the same terminology that no one on Twitter has ever mentioned, because only those two come up for that term. So I think we need to post that for the people to know that, hey, this is most likely the same person. Thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think.
Well, I mean,
think you're right.
The trolls just want to keep trolling, then let's put what we keep knowing. Then
we troll the trolls.
Yeah. Pop and Mags present Troll Hunters.
Trolling trolls.
Yeah, you have anything else to say about that?
I mean, not about that.
It didn't surprise me, though, but from that individual.
It's funny because, I don't see his nonsense anymore. I got blocked. He called me a simp. So yeah, I blocked. I don't know who got blocked first, but I blocked him, and I have since been blocked. I can't see anything of his, so that it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yeah, good for you.
So you're just not trying hard enough, obviously.
No, I mean, I told you about it, and lucky you were blocked, and it's like I don't even know if it's worth the headache, but it was for me,
sure.
because that was, I'm gonna call stupid out. If it's me, I'm calling it out, and if it's trolls with the dude's got the same pattern, and if you don't know, you can DM us.
Yeah.
But
And we'll dig it up.
we don't want to give them any, CCR.
Yeah, we don't feed them.
No. I think Sushi had the right idea on when she brought that up. She says, don't say his name.
For sure. Sure. We'll just end it on that, man. I got nothing else. Good time as always. And
was it though?
It always is.
You don't have to lie to everyone.
No, I enjoy it.
Okay. All right. Then I enjoyed it too. Oh.
All right, dude. Well, hey, good times, and we'll see you guys on the boards.
You have been listening to the Pops and Mags Pinecast. Music provided by Sushi Cat. Like what you hear? Send that cat a very nicely worded compliment on Twitter @JustAddSpam. Pops and Mags is a Scumbag Hat production in association with Kyle's Hot Tub.